What's going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. Oh my gosh. I need a haircut. Oh, Reese, you literally just mooned the camera. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. Reese, you're so disgusting. Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? We got MM here. Says, OMG, I'm excited to finally catch a live. Bet you didn't see that happening. Mandy's here. Hello. Congrats on closing. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, we haven't been able to spend too much time because it's been holidays, and today is our son's 7th birthday. So today was a day just kind of celebrating him. D&D Brown's here. What's going on? Mom teacher lessons. Hey. Reese is like, I'm out. That's all I'm contractually obligated to do is lay in the bed for the opening. Faith is here. What's going on, Faith? Yay for catching a live. Just started following you lately. You're such an inspiration. Well, thank you. Get a little bit of slow jams. Welcome to the bottom of the hour. Chloe's here. Hey, Cathy and Chris. High five, Reese. Reese, you want to do a high five? Come on, high five. High five. Oh, good boy. Probably didn't see that. All right. Sorry, put your mic closer to your face.
I am busy.
What are you so busy doing?
Making a sale.
Making a sale. All right. I said hit that like button on your way in, and D&D Brown? Or is it Dan Ad or Dana D Brown? Dan Ad Brown or D&D? Deanna D.
It's Dana.
I think it's Dana D Brown. I think I said your name all wrong the first time. Dana Brown? Thank you for hitting that like button. Don't unlike, please. Says, hey,
Yeah,
Chris and Cathy. Tommy, what's going on, Tommy in Seattle? Hey, CNC, quit hoarding the new play toy. Congrats on the new colorful house. Thank you so much, Tommy.
Am I just weird? Like, do most people not have, like, most of the houses we looked at, every room is a different color. Is that just normal? I don't think I could live
I think
like
it's
that.
I think it's normal for
I mean,
non-millennials.
I don't know.
I feel like millennials, we like things very plain and bland. Dakota Flips, what's going on? Says, yay, my first live. Hey, thanks for stopping in. Hopefully we'll see Mimi here, thrift tripping.
We have our snacks.
Mimi, calling Mimi. Maybe we should Instagram her.
I'm excited.
We want to try. We want to try the
almonds.
things that she sent us from Buc-ees.
Yeah.
She gave us a little care
We
package.
told the kids they could come up and try it with us.
And I'm sure Reese wants to try. I don't think these are from Buc-ees, but
Maybe. Is everything from Buc-ees its own
Snicky
brand?
snacks. So Reese is going to try a new treat tonight. Hopefully Mimi comes in. Chloe says, hi from the future. Hey, hello from the past. I thought you got a new haircut. No, this is like...
Next week.
So I normally have been getting a haircut every 4 weeks. And this last
His
haircut...
last one because I had something to do.
Yeah, I use the same haircut person, and I schedule like 2 months in advance. And there was a conflict in schedule because summer with the kids, and so I put that one off, and I couldn't rebook until like 3 weeks after that date. And I was like, well, my haircut would be a week after that, so what's the point?
And he's too good to go to like Rachel's.
I'm too spoiled. The reason why. Not because I need to have like my hair washed and all that. But
I'm messing with him.
I hate going to a haircut place and trying to explain what I want. I've been getting my haircut by this lady for, I don't know, 2-3 years now. And I just go in and we just chit chat. I don't have to say she's like, same thing. I'm like, yep. Okay. Hey, Mia Moon, what's going on? Have a house full of dogs. Dog butts don't scare me. He knew like the direct angle too. You guys saw his soul with that. Shen Valley Mama, what's going on? Hi y'all, the Artful Journey. Love the walk through the new house. It looks awesome. Yeah. I think we recorded a haul in it. I don't know how the video is gonna come out because it's so dark. The lighting, we haven't had the time to get it all figured out. Dave, ADH Dave's here. What's going on?
What up, Dave?
He heard Buc-ees, and that's what he's like. Here, we got the Buc-ees Bucky Nuggets, or Beaver Nuggets. Have you had them? You said the white cheddar. These are. I don't see a flavor. Beaver flavor. Shelly, what's going on? Hey guys, this is perfect timing. I'm heading to Buc-ee's country for vacation tomorrow. Georgia and South Carolina. You know, I was reading, because I said that we were getting a Buc-ee's here in Denver, and I was reading that it's going to be the largest Buc-ee's in the world. It's going to have like over like 100 and something gas pumps and stuff. Denver Buc-ee's. I'm going to look it up so I'm not a liar. New here, just found you this week. So inspiring. Lynn, thank you so much for stopping in the live. Dana D. Brown. Sorry, I had D&D on the brain. So yeah, the Colorado location is going to be 74,000 square feet and 120 fueling stations. Wow. That's crazy. Mike Madison, what's going on? Hey guys, glad to be spending some time with you tonight. Glad you could make it. Fun to watch your journey. Been watching for a few years now. Lori, that's awesome. Thank you so much. Like button hit. April here. Looking forward to meeting you at FlipCon. Awesome. We are so excited to go. We still got to buy all of our stuff, which we said we would do after we closed on the house. So I guess we better get on that.
Now I'm scared like all these flights are getting canceled.
I know. Mandy says, my parents are in their 60s, lots of bold colors. That's my parents too. They're in their 60s. My mom is always, you know, doing something. So we grew up, and I'm sure many of you guys remember Trading, was it called Trading Spaces? Trading Spaces on the HGTV network. That was like the worst show ever. They're just making like rooms, like the most bizarre things. But my mom got a lot of her designing ideas from there when I was a kid. Tommy says, I'm with you, Cathy. I couldn't live with all those colors.
It's a lot of colors.
See, I don't mind colors. I just like it like not on the walls. Like maybe artwork or something.
Those, like, accent walls
the color pop.
Bedroom. What is that called? Where you like put like a design.
A feature wall?
Yeah. Which I guess I would want a different color, but I don't know. Maybe I just don't like these colors. They're kind of like the red and like sage green and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up, we had some maroon walls. The wine color, you know. And my mom, our new dining room has like I think it's called like a coffered ceiling or whatever. So it's got like the architectural shape. And we had that in our living room when I was a kid. And, you know, painting every little layer a different color. I think my mom did like a gold leaf on the whole ceiling. So, yeah, I blame Trading Spaces. It's that Thai guy. Love Buc-ees, and I'm excited. They are building one even closer to me. Nice. Kelly, what's going on? Those remind me of Kellogg's Corn Pops cereal. Is that what this tastes like?
That's what it looks like.
Corn Pops? Is it a cereal, though?
No.
The barbecue brisket sandwich is awesome. Mimi, why didn't you send me one of those? Send me a brisket. Lori, that sounds awesome. I'm hungry now. Trading Spaces. Was it on TLC? I don't remember what the show. That show. It was on TLC. Trading Spaces every single time it was on. I cringed most episodes. I just remember one where it was like the woman was like, I hate feet, and then they put like this big painting of a foot on her wall in her living room, and she was like, why'd you do this to me? Ty Pennington, yummy. Trading Spaces gave me anxiety. Accent wall. Ty's the hottie. Hey guys, thanks for sharing all your knowledge on reselling. Lillian, what's going on? Hello. Then he went on to the big time TV and did Extreme Makeover. Oh yeah, I remember that show. Street Savvy, what's going on? Savannah.
Hey, Savannah. Finally got to meet in person.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Music was loud.
Oh, it's going to be right by her house. That's what she's saying at the end
The
of
Buc-ees?
Yeah.
Buc-ee's going to be right next to your house. I'm excited for the taste test. Man, I feel like should we try to message Mimi? Our friend Mimi on Instagram.
Oh, is she? I don't think she really
She's got to be on
there.
Instagram, right?
I mean, she's on there, but I don't think she gets on there.
Mimi! Everybody think Mimi.
We'll have to just like flip a part of the video and send it to her.
Does she not have Instagram? There she is.
What are you doing?
Should I message her?
You can. I don't think she's going to respond.
We are live taste testing your Buc-ee's care package. Buddies. Buc-ees. Gosh, come on, autocorrect.
Sorry, guys. Haven't done any work and I'm printing some labels. I need to do some work every day or I just feel sad.
All right, I sent a message. We'll see. We will see. She's probably busy. What is a Buc-ees, by the way? I think it's just a gas station. It's huge gas station and convenience store for travelers. Buc-ees began in Texas. Yeah, it's like a trucker stop, right? Most excited for their iced coffee bar that you've seen on TikTok.
Oh, dang it. I brought a Diet Coke up, but I was going to make an iced coffee. Well,
Famous for their nice bathrooms.
like
Our
that.
claim to fame was a clean bathroom in a gas station. All right. No trucks allowed? No trucks allowed? So it's not a truck stop? It's just a gas station? Okay. I learned something. See, we here in Colorado, we have a gas station chain that's kind of growing in popularity. It's called Come and Go.
I don't think that's just Colorado.
How you guys have Come and Goes where you're at?
I saw a commercial of it, so I think it's pretty.
Which drives me crazy because I don't like when companies misspell words on purpose, you know, as their main brand. Dave, correct. Anti-trucker. You got Come and Goes in South Dakota. Have them in Nebraska. So what are you going to work on tonight, dear?
I haven't haven't photographed anything in a long time. I could cross post to Mercari. I could bag this stuff while you read the chat and I answer. Or I could take numbers off shoes. I could type those stuffs into the spreadsheet.
Yeah, I feel like Mimi's gonna be busy. Busy being funny and having real friends.
Also, I think 2 hours later where she lives, she could be sleeping.
Is it? Sorry, Mimi. Just buzzing your inbox. Should we try something? We're gonna call the boys up.
Are they watching?
Text them. Let me text. All right, let's see if they got their iPad. Got them in South Dakota, Nebraska. Same way. I like when someone uses the wrong letter for cake to go with their name, like Kelly's Cakes. Oh, spelling cakes wrong. Hey, you guys better have clothes on. All right.
All right.
We're live. Let's see. You want to taste test live? There's only 103 people watching.
Only?
Yeah.
No,
106. All right, what do you guys want to taste first? You want to taste these?
Yeah.
I just grabbed these because they're the only thing next to me.
That's a dog. No, he's
He said, I want to taste this. It's a dog treat.
No. He
Reese
was
went,
trying to say Reese wants to try this.
Chocolate covered almond.
all right, Mommy's got almonds.
I don't like almonds that much, so I eat it.
Oh, what about ones?
Yeah, happy birthday. It's Sai's birthday. He turned 7 today.
Yay.
Yay. You're not even on camera. You're like right in the middle.
I am.
So I got turned 7. 7. Connor's turning
No.
9
In 12 more days.
in 12 more days. How many hours?
I don't know.
I don't even remember.
Was that a good almond? All right, let me try.
You want a whole one?
A whole one?
Mmm.
What flavor is it?
It's chocolate covered. It's chocolate flavored.
Nice.
I like the almond.
Yeah, it was good.
What are those nuggets?
Beaver nuggets.
I don't like coconut.
I'll make sure we're not missing any chat. The largest Buc-ees is in Tennessee and it's 74,000.
Beaver nuggets.
You guys want to try beaver nuggets?
Chocolate covered espresso beans.
You like that?
Yeah, kind of.
Does it taste like beaver?
It has a weird taste.
Oh, my espresso beans. This almost tastes like yeah, like corn pops, but I was gonna say like caramel corn or something.
The espresso beans are a little too strong for me.
Mmm. I like that. Those are good.
Hey, Daddy, can you open this?
Dude, there's beans all over the counter.
I know.
You guys spilled the
Eat one.
beans.
Eat one. Really good. It tastes like coffee. 'Cause it is coffee.
Man, they're building an 80,000 square feet.
80,000?
What are these? More coconut? You like coconut? Yeah. That's dark chocolate.
In the dark.
Are you ready for that one? This probably tastes like an almond joy.
Ew. Ew.
You don't like coconut, huh? You don't like it?
I
Coconut?
like the almond better.
You like the almond better than coconut?
Yeah.
I like that, so I'm gonna eat all those. You didn't like it, Si? Man.
Eat it. What's a coffee bean?
Those are good.
Yeah.
Fireball Flipper's birthday is the 14th.
Happy birthday.
The espresso beans at night. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try them. Did you guys try these? You probably won't like these.
What?
They're like coffee beans.
I already tried like Oreo.
You like it?
No.
All right, no more for you. I'm cutting you off.
Why? Because he's a bad boy.
Caffeine.
Because I'm gonna stay up all night.
Mm-hmm.
Like this.
All right. Why don't you guys go dance in your room?
I want to try the dark. I want Reese to try his. Yeah, Reese should try his.
Don't let Reese
Ellie
get
Jen
this.
says, "Hey guys, keep forgetting what time y'all start the live. Hope I'm not too late. Not too late. Started about 8, so 24 minutes ago. We've just been taste testing Buc-ees, beaver nuggets.
Ew. Beaver nuggets are disgusting.
Cracking me up with the espresso beans at night. World Squirrel's here. What's going on, Kristen?
What's up, Kristen?
See, I missed a bunch of chat. What you guys? What was your favorite thing? The coconut,
These two.
the milk chocolate almonds, and the dark chocolate almonds.
Yeah.
What was yours? The espresso beans. Okay, no more for you. What was Mommy's favorite?
Milk chocolate almond.
The chocolate almonds.
Ew.
Yeah, that chocolate almond was pretty good.
I'm okay.
I like the ones with the coconut too, though.
Do you like a beaver nugget?
I like the beaver nuggets. They remind me of cereal, corn pops.
Cereal?
Yeah. See, back in our day, we had cereal that tastes like this.
Ew.
Maybe not as sweet.
I'm gonna try a treat.
He had one.
You did?
Yeah.
You're alive?
Well, if you eat this whole bag, it's 1 gram of protein. For the espresso.
You want a beaver nugget, Reese?
Try a beaver nugget and he can't have anything else.
And I don't even think he chewed it.
No,
It's gone.
What's this? You just...
It's just like a couple of them. Yeah, stuck there.
All right. Well, that's all the taste testing, guys.
Yum.
So, you guys want to You want to take care of the rest of the show? You gotta want to do some listing and stuff. Or are you gonna go down and play Minecraft?
We're not playing Minecraft.
What are you playing?
A dumb game.
A dumb game?
No.
What game?
A game. He said a fun game.
Oh, a fun game? What game?
A game.
Sounds so fun. You playing Geometry Dash or whatever?
No.
No. What? Why aren't you telling
Drill
me?
simulator.
Drill simulator? Sounds fun. Go simulate your drills. Love you, boys. They're gonna be bouncing off the walls like crazy. Bye. It's funny, sometimes they'll say, "We were watching your guys live." Just watch us in our room, in their room. Okay, now down to reselling business. Have you all noticed the higher sell-through rate now that you're mostly shoes, or no difference? Clothes still selling, or have they dropped since not listing as many?
I don't know if I can answer any of the questions
mean-
because I don't pay that much like attention, I guess. I mean, sell-through rate. I don't know. You want to do some calculations in my spreadsheet and figure it out? I don't know.
Let's see. How do I get to your spreadsheet? Let's do some math, because that's fun. I'm gonna eat some more beaver nuggets. All right. So what was the question? Sell-through rate. Now, have you noticed a higher sell-through rate?
I guess based on what, like last year, or I don't know when I really started doing more
Let's see.
shoes. Definitely.
If we do the beginning of the year,
because I feel like I've been always mostly shoes, right?
so in January you sold mostly women's shoes. You sold 83 women's shoes, and then the second category was men's clothing. 49.
But it's also got to be based on how many I had available, right? It's hard to say.
Yeah, I don't have a quick and easy sell-through rate figure on the.
It's funny that I should probably pay attention to that more, but I just pay attention to like how many items am I selling per day? Because if it's over 10, I'm happy, and it's pretty much right at 11.
Well, you do average sales a day, and then
Yeah.
your not sell-through rate, but you follow along with your dollar per sale average sale price. Which, if we figure that trends up, then we're doing good. We're doing all right. So March, you had 111 women's shoe sales, and then men's shoes went up to 57 as the second category. So that was the first month where shoes were your best across the board, women's, men's, and kids. And just the shoes was a total of $9,100 gross.
Nice.
April again was all shoes in the top three categories for 99,088 gross, so almost 9,100. That sounds pretty consistent to me.
And I'm about to tank it because I haven't listened in 8 days.
May, the top three categories was women's shoes, men's shoes, women's clothes. So kids' shoes kind of fell back behind. But let's see, your shoes, again, 99,068. So like you basically sell $99,000 in shoes a month pretty consistently. Let's see, June. Ooh, June you did 93.40 for shoes.
That summer slowed down. How could I? I'm just kidding.
And then July, so far in the last 6 days, you've grossed $22.44 in shoes alone. I feel like that is crazy. So, I know that doesn't answer your question, but I feel like since she's focusing more on shoes, the shoe sales are definitely going up. And we've even noticed a few of the videos that we've recorded, it's basically been like only shoes.
Well, how many shoes did you say I sold in June? Like
June?
Total, all shoes, men's, women's, kids.
Total pairs?
Yeah, does it?
So you sold 226 pairs of shoes.
And I have, how many? Last week we were saying like 1,300 available or something. So what's that sell through? That's not super high. I mean, how do you do this? You divide like 1,300 by.
There's Mimi.
Mimi, we gotta eat our snacks all over.
We ate
again.
it all. It's all gone.
1,300.
We did eat a bunch. We ate them. The kids came up. You're gonna have to go back and watch. But thank you so much, Mimi. Guys, everybody thank Mimi for sending us that awesome care package. There's like espresso beans all over the desk. The kids were up here. So wait, what's the math?
I mean, if I'm doing the math right, and we really had 1,300 available and sold 200, whatever, that's only like 17% sell through of shoes. All,
But
if you break it down to women's, men's, or whatever.
see, and that's. I feel like we're not that concerned with sell-through rate because you buy a lot of stuff that like Skechers, right? Like the sell-through rate's not crazy on Skechers, but it's going to sell eventually.
Yeah.
So,
So to pivot to more thinking if I could sell it within 30 days or something, that'd be a lot harder to pick.
Yeah.
I don't think I could find 100 pairs that are going to sell through within a month.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
I bet if you did it long enough, it would probably end up being about the same. You'd probably have about the same amount of gross sales.
Because my goal for the year was to just hit 2,000 active, hoping to start selling close to 20 a day.
Pull your mic closer. You're
No.
hard to hear.
I don't like that.
Blame the beans on the kids. Let's see. Just finished putting all my information in your wonderful spreadsheet. Thank you for your hard work. You put in such a tremendous help. Kim, awesome. Hopefully it does help you out. Tracy says, putting on the TV while I go to bed. 10:30 here. Tracy, thank you so much. Good night.
Night, night.
Who's going to FlipCon? Let's see. We've got Kelly's going. Artful Journey. Man, I missed a lot of chat. Let's see if there's anything important. Is it hard to concentrate on work now that you have the new home?
Yes.
It's been hard to do anything just
Right,
because of 4th of July.
4th of July, yeah. We pretty much spent 3 days straight with family doing stuff, and then I spent a day with my friends.
Yeah.
And then it's our kid's birthday, and yeah. Just summer in general without doing any extra stuff is just already challenging to do work.
I gotta get those away from me. Thought I was the only mom that texted my child into my house. Not just a gas station. Snacks, gifts, coffees, grills. Grills? You go buy a Buc-ees grill? Recently read an article about the founder. He didn't want to be just another truck stop, so he doesn't cater to trucks. Let's see. Hey, Let's Do Lunch podcast popped in. Hit the like on your way in. Dakota Flip's daughter's birthday's on the 16th. That's only 10 days away. All right, let's see. I think I'm caught up mostly. Great kids. Chris and Cathy can tell you're awesome parents. Well, they could be good for 5 minutes here and there. We'll pay them later. Let's see. This week, my USPS worker told me I need to provide them with a scan sheet. That way, all she has to do is scan the sheet once and set up packages individually. Do you know where to find this? Joy, that works if you only sell on eBay. I think you could do a scan sheet from eBay. Maybe Poshmark has. Does Poshmark have one?
I think they do. I've never done it.
Yeah, we've never done it. eBay has one. We've never done it. But if you're selling on multiple platforms, it's...
but also, how do they even know if you're selling? Do you just have them all taped up with the eBay stuff? What if you're just a small business that's just selling whatever?
Also,
how would you have a scan sheet?
That's just that employee trying to be lazy. I mean, they are required to basically take your stuff. So, I don't know how much you want to push back on it or whatever. If you're just selling on eBay and you could do a scan sheet, it would be quicker for you too. But for us, it's like we have 3-4 platforms that we sell on, and we just put stuff on the shelf and they scan it. So
I also feel like I've heard the scan sheet isn't like the actual scan.
it doesn't scan as a receipt.
Yeah, it's not the same as if they're hand scanning each package in there.
Ben, what's going on? Says, back in my day, we had to walk uphill in the snow both ways to get candy. Chase down the ice cream truck. By the way, and when taste testing is over, scroll up to answer my questions so I don't have to type it again. I know, I know we didn't answer it good enough, but I think just by our feet, like, things are doing better, yeah. But like right now, what Cathy's doing a lot of is,
I mean, what all I really wanted was just consistent, like,
yeah,
flow of money.
Yeah.
And actually staying consistent to listing, which I have done until this week.
This last week, which you're still. I mean, sales have been decent, even though you haven't listed any new inventory.
In July, I've already sold 68 items, which is 11 a day, which is on average like what I've been doing all year. So, just from doing sell similars and relisting on Posh every day.
Yeah. So I know that won't last forever. Yeah. Because eventually,
we have a lot of items, so.
Let's see. Dana says, I recall seeing a link for a scan sheet when I was printing labels from eBay. I don't have that many packages, but it showed up because I had more than one to print. Yeah, I think if you do eBay to where you print the multiple labels at once, I think you have to do it that way to get a scan sheet. Cathy does labels one by one, so we never even see that. But shoes seem to be my death pile that I avoid. What made you shift to mostly shoes? Just curious.
It's just the item I like the best. I think it's easy to photograph, easy to source, easy to
You don't have to measure them. Yeah. They're fairly easy to clean.
Roll them. Well, sometimes I have to get hair out of them with tape or something, but I just like them.
I feel like they're small enough. They're easy to look over for flaws, right? You just got to look some major points. If the heels drag or whatever, like it's easier to find flaws on a pair of shoes than it is to find it on a wool sweater. Easy to ship, easy to store. Yeah. Cathy can basically know how much it's going to cost to ship a pair of shoes before she buys it, so that makes the buying process easier.
I can pretty much go into a thrift for 30 minutes and at least come out with 10 pairs at any given time. Just fast.
They're plentiful.
Yeah, you don't have to like scan the racks with your hands. You just look with your eyes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mimi's the best. I will go back and watch. Sorry to make you go back and watch your gift package. It was awesome, though. Thank you. We've had that for like a week now.
Yes. I'm so surprised.
Also, thank you so much, Mimi, for sending that chili paste.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm going to savor every last drop. Like before I knew it was like all out, I'm just like scooping huge scoops onto my food. Now I'm gonna be like one
all
tablespoon
willy-nilly
for this meal. This gotta last a year at least.
Scott hopped in and said, I'm heading outside to walk, but thought I'd drop a thumbs up and comment on my way out. My house will be filled with the sounds of the Marvins while I'm out.
Oh, thank you.
Scott, enjoy your evening walk with Melody.
Sounds nice. Don't get bit by too many mosquitoes.
Yeah, you guys got mosquitoes bad?
Are everywhere.
It might be too hot for mosquitoes in Texas, though. Blame the beans on the kids. Cathy's hard to hear. Keep that mic front and center. Hope everyone's doing well. Sorry I'm late. Renee, don't be sorry. But you got to go back and watch it all, Just kidding. Okay, Mimi's going to FlipCon. Awesome. We're going to buy you some drinks for the chili paste. Mandy's going to FlipCon. Leo asks, I have 2 golf head covers. Would you list them separately or individual? I guess it depends. Are they like of the same set?
Yeah.
And are they a complete set? They're probably not a complete set if it's only 2. So my guess would be search, see how much they're worth. If they're worth, what's a golf head cover? You actually just found one.
I know, it's funny because I was like, I don't
Spoiler
think I've
alert.
sold one, but then I did sell that Nebraska Huskers one, which I only had one. I mean, if I had a few of the exact same, I'd have
Yeah.
probably put them together, but yeah, the one I just
Maybe
found
if they're
is
novelty,
Nike,
maybe
but it
maybe
says
together.
like a 1 on it, so yeah. I mean, if you have 2 ones, people aren't gonna have 2 1 clubs. I don't know about golf.
I don't know.
So, lots of questions, I guess. Most likely, I would list them separate.
Sunny Las Vegas hopped in and says, "Hey, see you at FlipCon. I'll have a Blue Moon chilling on the fridge for someone."
I was just telling myself I cannot have any drinks this time.
I've never understood the pushback from postal employees. All they have to do is scan it. They never survived scanning grocery cart after grocery cart at a store. Yeah, I don't get it. Same set Chicago Bears. Maybe. Yeah. Is it, if it's a complete, it's probably, is it a complete set? It can't be if it's only 2. Yeah, maybe
I would say together.
together.
Yeah, that seems like more novelty.
Or if you list them separately, mention the other one, and then you could say, you know, if you buy them together, we'll give you a discount on shipping, kind of thing. I asked my post office about the scan sheets, and I was told they don't get credit for a scan sheet, only individual scans, so I don't mess with them. So is your post office like a, what is that called, like ours?
Contract.
A contract branch? Because I feel like ours get paid every scan. It's not like a actual USPS branch, but it's like inside a bank, but it is a real USPS location. And we don't typically get complaints, but every once in a while,
Just when they're like, it's the busy season, please bring your packages earlier.
we're like,
Yeah, it's the busy
There's
season
no one
for
here.
me too.
there's no one here.
I'm like, you're gonna scan them at one day. Like, how do you know what time of day you're gonna be the busiest?
I think with ours specifically, their upper management wants them to scan everything that comes in that day.
Which
And they
even
have a
still,
point
it
where
takes
they're
less
like,
than 5 minutes. Even if I put a whole week.
yeah. I mean, it's the same as like if a big, you know, party at a restaurant, if, you know, party of 6 comes in at a restaurant 15 minutes before close.
I've done all the work for them. They just have to scan it. Other people that come stand in line have to be like charged for each.
I'm not saying you do
package.
anything wrong. I'm just saying, you know,
They
have you
clearly
ever
just
worked
don't
at a
get
job
that
where
much
you
money.
hated when people came in an hour before close or anything like
Hour
that?
before.
Or whatever?
Not an hour before.
You hated when
Maybe
anybody came
5
in when you worked
minutes.
at Subway. You're like, oh, I gotta make a sandwich, I guess. Gotta go do my job.
No, actually, I thought it was boring when there was no customers.
When I was chasing Cathy down, I'd run in. I'd go and get a sandwich at 10 o'clock in the morning, like right when she opened. She rolled her eyes the whole
I'm
time.
pretty sure it was more like 8 o'clock in the morning.
Subway doesn't even open at
Yes,
8.
they do.
Do they?
have
Maybe it was
breakfast
8.
Sandwiches. I don't know if they still do.
I'm like, I need a lunch today. I'm going to go get a sandwich from this cute little redhead. Used to work at a grocery. I remember them making sure we had a certain scan rate. If we didn't, then we would be put on stocking shelves. We all hated to do that. So we made sure we could scan fast. My aunt owns a restaurant. I will ask if she has any extra chili paste. Yeah, sell that stuff, Mimi. That stuff. I mean, I was looking up some comps. If you get like the big
200.
jugs, if you get the restaurant size, you can get like $200-300.
One of the Vietnamese restaurant that we'll go to sometimes, they would always have it, but it's the last time I ordered and I asked for chili paste, like a little side cup. You could definitely tell by the taste it was not the same, and they charge 50 cents for it now. They didn't used to charge for it
50 cents for the knockoff.
for the not good stuff. Yeah.
See you at FlipCon. See, Faith says, I went to the bins for the first time ever today. I'm hooked now. I was about an hour away from me in the Northwest Washington.
Nice. So fun.
Awesome. Glad you enjoyed it your first time. I feel like that. I didn't like it my first time.
I don't think you still like it.
I mean, I like it. I just don't like an all day kind of thing. I don't mind, which is bad because I feel like for you to get anything great at the bins, you have to be there. It's like the longer you're there, the better chance you have. But an hour and a half in, and I'm like, I just need to get out of here. Having worked for USPS, they have a handful of management pulling clerks left and right. Makes no sense how they don't have a solid system in place. Right? It's like
it's the
every post office does
like
the exact same thing. Why isn't there like
the most systemy?
It should be
Place there is.
They should have SOPs for everything.
And they should be super friendly and smile and be so thankful you brought them packages.
Privatize it. Lucky my postal workers never complain about packages. LA Jen says, by the way, today's also my dad's birthday. We got him an ice cream cake. I mentioned that today.
He
I
was
was
literally like, do they have those anymore? We were going to make Sai cake, but he asked for pie instead. So we just bought a frozen pie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, I think it's Whirl Squirrel who's speaking of the Boss remix.
Yeah.
What's your excuse? About speaking or going to the Boss remix?
We can't go because we bought a house. Now we can't go anywhere ever again.
Happy birthday to LA Jen's dad. Dana was a sandwich artist once too. Hated when people walked in last second. But then I think how late it'd get off work and just wanted something other than microwavable food. Yeah. I used to work for when I hung blinds, and like it was a small business, and my boss did not want to hire anybody else, so it was like, you know, the same. It's almost the same thing. You get someone coming in the last minute that makes your day longer. My boss would always be like, "Hey, can you go do this job real quick? You know, it's just gonna be you'll get overtime, right?" It's like he always wanted to pay me overtime, and I'm like, "Sure." And just
20 years old, I'm like, that sounds great.
Yeah. Overtime on like $10 an hour is not that great. But it was cheaper for him in the long run because he didn't have to hire a whole other employee and have to get another vehicle and all that. But he's like, you know, I'm really doing you a favor by making you work 70 hours a week, and you never get to see your newly wed wife, and you only get to eat fast food and get fat. I've seriously thought about bringing 20 packages to the counter and buying postage individually for each one, just to show how much easier I make it on them. That would be funny. You probably pay a lot more though. They charge so much for that. Now I'm hungry for Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John's is expensive.
Used to ship out.
It's tasty though.
Used to ship out of there on my way home from work, and they were really particular. I started just stopping at my post office in town by my house. Yeah, I feel like sometimes the right answer is just going to a different location, huh?
Yeah, I was scared to move because I was like, we're gonna have to go to a different post office, but thankfully our house is just right by this one still.
Sonny likes chili oil.
I like that too.
The Boss remix, see you there too. Also speaking there.
It does sound
Man,
really
I wish
fun.
we.
I also was super jealous about not going to List Perfectly thing.
You had buyer.
We were supposed to go, but we
Bolo
had to.
or FOMO.
Yeah, I did have FOMO.
When is the Boss remix?
It's like October, I think.
See, I wish we could do all these
I
things.
know. Your mom is not gonna watch the kids
I know.
again. Plus, I'm pretty sure she already
Darn
said she's
kids.
going,
Why
We're in
can't you
October.
just watch yourselves?
10 more years.
10 more years. Hey, all,
Maybe
what's going
5.
on, Christy? Congrats on closing on the house. Thank you. Thank you. We'll be moving there soon. I haven't even started painting yet. It's been masking. Masking
I
is...
just want to see one room done to see what it's like. We haven't even actually bought the paint. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we should have bought the things. As
We
if
should.
They could see them on here.
They
One of
would
the
all look
colors
the
is
same.
called ginger something. It's just like a...
Ginger
I like
sugar.
gray, but-
Should we use the color ginger sugar?
Oh, is that what it was? Ginger
Yeah.
sugar. Let me see if
I could probably,
can
pull it up on your screen and I'll show. This color here that we have in this house is the millennial favorite for the last 10 years, agreeable gray from Sherwin-Williams. And I'm like, let's just do the same thing. But
I was like, no.
Cathy's like, we got to change it up a little bit. Love the bins, but it can get really overwhelming after a while with all the disorder. Yeah. Cathy, did you work at Subway when it was $5 footlongs? Those were the days.
That's it. I don't know.
It was,
feel
but
like it
the
was
your
sometimes.
franchise owner did not partake in the
He
$5.
was very...
He was like, any of those corporate coupons? Nope. We don't do that here, and no, you cannot get free
I
refills.
worked there in like 2006, 2007.
Don't tell Cathy, but I used to go to the other Subway because I could get a $5 footlong.
And staples in your food.
I did get a staple in my Subway sandwich when I was a kid. Lori, Mama with the camera, what's going on? Hi, Cathy and Chris. Congratulations. Thank you. On the Trash to Cash podcast, Kevin said there are 4 flipping conferences this year, but they only named 2. Does anyone know all 4? So was he talking about lifting party?
I don't know, because I'm sure anyone could have went, but it seems like if you don't use this perfectly, you might not have wanted to go to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Boss Remix, FlipCon.
That would be the reseller rally, but that's been sold out pretty much since the day it came out.
The reseller rally, that's the cruise ship one,
Cincinnati
right?
thing, yeah.
And then I guess camp listing party? Or is there another one?
I mean, I bet there's other ones that people do that maybe we don't know about. I mean, I feel like I see little meetups here and there all the time.
The house looks great already. Can't wait to see the final touch. Yeah, I think the house. There was another house we were looking at, and it was in a nice neighborhood. It had nice big land. What are they doing down there? But the inside was just too. It needed too much work for it to feel.
Which one are you talking about?
The one that's ended up selling for way under.
Are you talking about the one in the nice neighborhood? Oh, the
Paintbrush.
The buy and die neighborhood one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked that neighborhood the most.
I like the neighborhood.
But I didn't like it had been like 10 more minutes drive every which way all the time. But
it would we probably would
long
have
term it would have been nice.
yeah.
But yeah,
But we would have had to like right away like tear down walls and
we don't have time for that.
we don't have time. And it was also like a lot of the stuff that was done to it was like DIY kind of stuff. So I would have had to redo it all, which I'm doing a lot of stuff in this house too, but I feel better doing it because it's been that way since the house was built. There's not really been any modifications to this house. There was another house we were looking at. It was going to be more dollars wise, further out of town. And we would not have got we have a rec center so we can go to the pool and stuff. That's part of where we're at.
For that, because I could probably cancel my gym membership. So that's extra
It's got
money.
like gyms, 24-hour gym, stuff like that. And this one's close to like main streets and stuff. So it's, we live in a part of town that's an outskirt of Colorado Springs. And it's like you go out of town and then you go up and basically from the main street, of when you get into like Falcon where we're at. There's another 15 minutes to get to the other side, and it's like the only way to get in and out is that one strip. So a lot of nicer houses are built up there, but it takes, if you want to go anywhere in the Springs, it's a 30-45 minute drive by the time you're done. You know, we're probably 15 minutes out, 20 minutes out from everything. So if you add another 15-20 minutes, it's like, you know, really out of the way. But yeah, so it's built in 2004, and they haven't done anything to it, and it has a lot of good bones. Like, we didn't show you guys the master bathroom or anything, but I think we can, you know, it's got like 2 vanities, like his and her vanity, and then a tub in the middle. And, you know, it's like built in with tile and all that from like 90s, 2000s. And if we tear that all out and we do like a freestanding tub, it would look super modern and nice looking, you know. Oh, you had the paint color? Should I show them?
What?
Am I good? You good? You got all your privacy?
We're good. We are very private.
So
it looks darker on here than I thought it did. In like,
it looks just like our wall color.
I know.
Right.
Which I wanted a little bit lighter than that.
So maybe we could pull up a side by side of our current color.
Agreeable gray.
Yeah. It's the same.
What is it called? Ginger sugar.
Ginger sugar. It is a little bit lighter though, right?
Yeah.
The ginger sugar's on the left. But see, our wall colors are the one on the right, and it doesn't look that dark.
No. Which means that probably look a lot lighter on the wall, right?
Yeah. The 6x6 is here. What's going on?
Sugar, like, how would I say, like, what would go with it? Palette. How do you spell
Palette.
palette? I don't know how to spell it.
The French way. I don't know.
Like, what colors would look good with it? Like, what white?
With ginger sugar?
Yeah.
I
How
would
I say
probably
that?
look up.
Matches.
I would probably even just use agreeable gray, and then it would probably match whatever that pulls up. Mimi says, my dad owned a painting company years ago. I've learned to paint free-handed. I've painted every house I've owned without taping. I love painting. See, and I've normally done that too. I used to be maintenance, and I would always use a roller and brush, but I just wanted to spray it. Just one and done.
We also have to paint this whole house on the outside.
Yeah.
Probably before we could rent it. We've never painted it almost 9 years now. So it's getting bad.
Is Dante doing one this year? Maybe it's Dante's? Prison to Profits?
I mean, I wonder if they're talking about like Posh Fest, eBay Open.
Oh, maybe eBay Open,
Why
yeah.
doesn't Mercari have a con?
eBay's. Prison Profits up north. Will you change a storage location if you cancel your gym membership?
Change location.
Of our, I mean, the storage unit is still.
Yeah, you still have to pass it to go into town. I go into town every day, regardless of the gym.
It's still on the way to every, thrift store and all that kind of stuff.
But yeah, even if not, 5 miles is a write-off both ways.
Yeah.
If I just have to go for that only.
Now, I don't know how far in the future this could be, but we would like to have. It has a half of an acre land, so there's enough space in the backyard, and a lot of houses in the neighborhood actually do this, where they build like a shop in the back or like a 30 by 40 kind of building, and that would be ultimately the best, I think, if we built that for the Ginger Marvin HQ. Have inventory on a main floor, and then maybe upstairs could be a studio / office, and that would be perfect.
I was just thinking these would look nice as like feature walls, but like even though I said I hate extra colors,
Yeah.
I could see like one of those as like behind our bed or something with the normal color.
Yeah. Don't think Dante's doing one this year? Too busy being on movies or TV shows and stuff, huh? Lone Star Resellers Group is starting to plan for reseller roundup event next year. Okay. See, these reseller rallies need to have childcare. I mean, like, come on.
Isn't that why
we all work from home. We all got kids. I say ask postal worker to scan packages individually. If they only scan sheet, it only covers the driver. If they package get lost, then you have no proof. Yeah, I mean, we prefer to have it all individually wrapped for sure. Wrapped, individually scanned. It's in Texas, cool. Kelly, if you haven't, go ahead and post that link if you want to post to your
Well, while I'm on the
Facebook.
screen, I'll just start cross-posting to Mercari.
Do it. We're going to cross-post. Chrissy says, the house we were in have the light gray. I did the bedroom in white, gray, silver, and splashes of pink decor. It looks very blingy and girly.
Like, I'm sure our kids would probably like a color on their wall, but I just don't. I definitely don't like the blue that's in the one room. They also, whoever painted it did a horrible job. Like,
Yeah.
it looks so bad.
Like, the
Up
lines
close.
are so... I can't hold these. I need more of these. Like, their freehand painting was terrible. There's roller, taps on the ceiling and stuff like that. But, I mean, overall, like, even in this house was built in 2016, 14. So, I mean, we have a few spots where the door got opened too much and it poked a hole with the doorknob, like we have little damages like that. You probably see in our video over here, we had a baby gate here.
Yeah, we never fixed
And it ripped out of the drywall, so there's like drywall holes on the stairs. Some trim, has got dinged up over the years.
Kids and dogs
and
into the walls all the time.
Yeah. And I think that trim on the house, I think it's all wood trim. They just painted it. Cuz on the stairs it's wood on the new house. Cuz I was like, "Man, this trim is in good shape."
Oh.
And I think it's just cuz it's real wood. Like our trim in here is that MDF stuff, so it like chips and like falls apart. But I was like amazed at how well that trim has held up over the years. Yeah, Kelly, post that if you haven't. If you're able to. I think you're able to. You should be able to post links. You could always have Dave come over and paint everything gray for you. Man, I'm excited. Dave, if you're still here, I'm excited to see what's going to happen with you being unemployed. Self-employed. And focusing basically all of your ADHD superpowers to reselling and YouTube.
Literally, like, he gets more done than I get just doing reselling only.
Both of us together. I feel like he just does it all.
And he had a
and now he doesn't have that full-time
YouTube
job.
Times 3 reselling.
Cooking channel.
Right. Why? Oh.
Wes is here. Says, been a while since I've caught a live. Hey.
So.
Thanks for hopping in. Chris. Oh, the beaver nugget. Chris, I love your idea on a video of taking out the half walls in the kitchen to open it up. That would look so nice. My biggest, it's not that it's a fear, but I feel like they've got to be retaining or like load bearing. I mean, they're pretty stocky. They're like 8 inches thick. And one of them does have some vent work in the bottom of it in the hall. Electrical. And it's like, I think that can all be moved. And I'd even be okay figuring out, a way to put in some beams to bear all that weight. But I just don't know how much that would cost. And like at that point, that's going to be later on down the line anyway. and just how long that would take to have our kitchen out of commission. I think we can eat out of the basement has like a little bar, so it has like a fridge and a microwave.
I'd rather not eat out of a microwave.
Can we eat out of a microwave for a month?
No.
We could probably put the stove in the garage. But no, it would look nice. I want to have like some kind of big eat-in island kind of thing.
That was like the one thing I wanted for the new house, and we didn't get it, but everything else we pretty much got.
There was one house and it had 2 islands, and we were like, man.
That was the one we almost bought.
Yeah, we did put an offer on that one.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I feel like this house was a better.
See, the bad thing about that house is it was all nice, but not great.
Yeah.
It was nice enough to where we wouldn't want to renovate or like do any kind of upgrades. It also was expensive enough to where we couldn't. But it was also like just builder grade stuff too, you know. And then the business would have been weird from there too.
Yeah, we would have had to like put up a wall.
There was not enough space. There was access to the backyard for the bus, like through the back fence, but the land was smaller, and it was a walkout basement, which I kind of liked, but just different things. I'm sure we would have made it work, but it would have just been different. You're not showing any addresses or nothing with there, are you?
For what?
I don't know.
I mean, I cross Western Mercari all the time from here.
So excited for Dave. What do you guys put in the drop-down box for color if you're unsure? I know you hate color questions also.
I put nothing.
Nothing? Just leave it blank?
Like this? Yeah, I just leave it.
Some would say that might make it harder to search.
I would prefer to sell it to someone who doesn't care what color it is.
Dave doesn't sleep. He's like a vampire. Family always calls me unemployed. It took a while for my parents to understand that we basically, have a job. Like we work, My dad, his schedule is like he'll be on for 2 weeks and then he'll be off for like a week kind of thing. So he'll, on those off days, he's wanting to do stuff and he's like, hey, you want to go do this? Go do that. And it's like, yeah, I want to, but I can't. Superpower is right. Seems like Dave operates at warp speed constantly. I don't know how he does it. Congrats on the house. Thanks. Reseller to resellers. Yeah, here's the link. If you guys want to go check out that Facebook group. I'll try to go there. Is it just for Texans? Resellers in Texas and surrounding? Okay. Kind of feel like my family considers me unemployed as well. They haven't really jumped on board the reseller train yet. Yeah, it takes time. Take time to do stuff with your parents. They won't be around forever. No, I yeah, for sure. For sure.
Oh, we have to work.
But we have to. We have to work. I can't. Yeah, I mean, my dad will be like, "Hey, I'm going up to Denver to go look for pinball tables or something," and I'm like, "I really wish I could today," but he'll like do it like spur of the moment, right? I could probably make things work if we were able to plan things out. But
Hey-o.
hey,
Mine's gonna go off 5 seconds from now because mine's always like way slower. So it's not 2 sales.
It's just one sale. Sold some Merrill.
Don't tell me. I want to be surprised.
Surprise!
Must be global shipping.
It did seem a lot for the
Yeah,
shipping.
that's a lot for shipping. Yeah. Canada.
Going to Canada? Merrill's going to Canada. Gretchen's here, says, hey everyone, congrats Cathy and Chris on your new home. Glad to see all your dreams and goals coming true for you and your family. Thanks. I wanted to see how dark that video is.
You can brighten it up like the storage unit videos from the beginning of time.
I might need to. We recorded it in our
We were gonna do it in the office, but I needed a table. It was a lot of stuff to show.
It's also like decorated with decor. That is not
Anything
ours.
you guys see in this house, it's not mine.
It's not mine.
Like, I just don't want you to think that that's what I like. It's not.
It's like
all
Austin
the pictures
Powers
on the wall, those are not. I did not. The only thing we've brought to the house is like a little crochet-looking bench and a little blue table. That's the only thing that's mine, I think.
It's not mine. Honestly. Did you ever see Austin Powers?
I did, but I don't remember that line.
Type 1 in the chat if you know what I'm talking about from Austin Powers. It's not too bad. Not too dark.
Good.
Actually, it looks horrible right there. But
Bad. I mean, not dark, just ugly light.
yeah.
It was a weird time of day, like and like rainy.
Yeah, it was rainy and overcast and Cathy, are you planning to update your first class listings?
I haven't figured that situation out yet. I was
You
just
mentioned
gonna
it.
be like waiting and figure it out as it goes, but I don't know. So does eBay drop what it has right now? Who knows?
Uh-oh, I dropped a Buc-ee nugget.
I was trying to understand from Lonnie's video, but I was like, I don't understand. I mean, I know Mercari, I don't think you have to switch anything till the next year, but
I've seen a few different ways, but trying to decide what's easiest.
like, is all my first class listings just going to become pretty much unavailable for people to buy? That's what I'm worried about.
So they're not honoring the...
Well, they're taking first class away.
Oh, for first class.
eBay. Well, for everywhere, but I mean, Posh is not first class. Mercari seems like they're locked in till the end of the year.
So all the stuff in the house was left there? Crazy. Except for the super nice fridge?
Yeah, like even that like chair that was in the back room, all those tables.
Yeah.
We're probably gonna sell those and just put it towards something we actually want.
Yeah. Luckily, we're resellers.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, all of it, like those tables and that chair in the back and by the living
I
room.
mean, we'll keep the dining table for now. Chris will probably build this one, but that's better than the one we have. The one we have will be like a game table downstairs. There's like a little movie theater room downstairs that has 3 chairs that we'll probably keep for now. They're not like, I mean, they're a little used,
They're like
but
3 recliners.
Yeah.
And they're nice.
The
It's
kids
just like
can-
one of them has like where the guy's head was. I feel like there was a single guy that lived there. I don't know. Maybe his kids grew up and they got divorced or something. But
so there's those.
it was like one person lived in this house.
And then they left a bed in one of the rooms, which is nice because we needed a guest bed. So
Yeah.
yeah, keep that.
And That's about it for furniture, yeah.
We only have one couch here, and there's like 4 places in this house that need a couch type thing. So
There was like a bunch of tools and stuff in the garage. Just like little hand tools. A ladder, like a nice tall ladder.
the backyard's really nice. You gotta show them that in the next vid, because somebody was like, "Show me where you're putting the bus," which is in the backyard. So
Yeah, I didn't want to show everything all at once. We got to tease a little bit, make you guys come back. That's what I've heard. If you don't change it, they won't even show up.
I guess I'm gonna change them. Thankfully, this month I was already prepared to not do a whole lot of new listings. So
If you do calculated shipping, you should be okay. eBay is supposed to integrate it automatically.
I don't do that, so I'd have to change it to that anyway. So I guess I'll just wait. I guess I'm mainly worried about how much it is too, because it's probably gonna be more dollars. I don't know. Is it gonna be less? I haven't spent much time looking at it because I didn't want
We
to.
figure if we avoid it long enough, it won't be a problem.
Yeah, we'll just watch
That's how
somebody
things
else's
work.
video. Actually, I think Scott put out a video, so we should probably watch that.
we should watch it, rip it off,
Everybody
and make our own
watch
video.
Scott's video.
Scott, are you back? I'm not doing that.
Scott, can we fly you to our new house? We have a bed now for you to sleep in. And yeah.
Wait, what?
You
You're
can
inviting?
come fix all my listings for
Oh.
or tell us what to do.
He could probably just log in from his house. I don't know.
That's true.
Fly out here to log in. You guys watch Chris Lynn? I mean, we have. We don't watch.
Not like regularly.
Not too much lately. Not regularly.
I mostly listen to their podcast.
The under 1 pound rates are supposed to stay mostly the same. But see, if you don't change it, it just goes away, huh? Was hoping Scott's video tutorial would show us how to update our store shipping policies. It didn't.
We don't have those either.
Media mail is increasing in price as well as some parcel. Casey Rockstar Flipper did a quick video, but his wasn't using business policies, so that didn't help me. Well, yeah. So Lori, we don't use business policies either. But I feel like with business policies, it should be pretty easy. Yeah. Where's Junk Monkey when you need him? He uses them, right?
I can't remember.
Or what about Tommy? You hear Tommy? Okay, then his video would help you. He did a bulk edit. Okay. I mean, isn't that basically what business policies would do? You just kind of change the policy and then it automatically updates anything that is using that policy? I mean, I don't know exactly how the business policies work, but I thought that's how it was. Updating business. You can edit, copy, reassign, or delete your policies whenever you choose. If you update a policy, any listing that uses that policy will automatically be updated with your changes. Keep in mind that there are a few restrictions on revising listings, so it may not be possible to update all of your listings with the new policy. In that case, only listings that can be updated with the new information will be changed, and listings that can't be edited will remain unchanged. If you want to delete a policy that is currently being used in any active or scheduled listings, you need to reassign new policies to to these listings first. Hey y'all, Buc-ees. We already did the taste testing, and I've been munching on these beaver nugget. I keep calling them Buc-ee nuggets. Beaver nuggets. But that was earlier in the video. We did a little taste test from our friend Mimi, Thrift Trippin'. Sent us a little care package. We've never experienced a Buc-ees yet. So, thank you, Mimi. There's Tommy. Business policy is going to be a breeze. Less than 5 minutes of work. That's what I'm hoping, Tommy. So I add a second shipping service to my first class policies now, or do I just have to wait till Saturday to do the change? Are the new updates even available to do? I bet you would probably have to wait until they're available. It would be nice of eBay to make them available now, but I doubt they'll do that. All right, I'm gonna pop. Let me see if I can do this. How do I do this? If I do this, is that a clickable thingy? No. Everybody go sub to Mimi. She's been putting off making videos for
a
year now. She has been sick, but go sub to Mimi. That way, whenever she puts her first video out, you guys will see it, and it'll be worth it. Trust me. Waiting till Saturday, knowing glitches, etc., might wait till Monday. Yeah, I feel like there's probably going to be some
that would suck because
chaos.
A lot of sales come in on the weekend.
Yeah. Just wait to do any changes if necessary. It's really going to be a lot easier than most people are worrying.
Yeah.
I feel like once the options become available, I don't know. Hopefully. I think at this point we're all familiar enough with shipping policies that it should be at least familiar. And then as we wait till the last minute, site crashes. Again, still nobody can update changes. Subbed. Thanks so much. These things are good. It's like they're not like amazing, but they're good enough to like not put them down.
Like pretzels?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about pretzels.
Oh, almost like a caramel corn.
Uh-oh.
It is in policies now. I'm not worried about it.
Sigh, y'all. I can't flush the toilet.
Leave it alone.
Close the door.
Put the fan on. It's not you, it's us. Not worried about it. Just wondering if I could do it while I have the time. LOL, it does allow me to add a second shipping option to all my first class policies. See, now maybe you do it now, and then you'll be the one that doesn't have any glitches.
Although if I list shoes, then we'll be first class. So, but the new shipping is going to be where it can be over £1 too, right? It's just cheaper, but not fast. So, like, I could do shoes. Right now, I have to do shoes mostly priority because it's £2 usually or more. Now, the new policy, I think you can do whatever it is.
What?
It's probably cheaper.
Oh.
Slower.
What are you doing? You say hi to the people? We do some doggy ASMR. All right, come and get it. Chew it on the mic. Come on. Come on. Up. Come and get it. He's like, I'm on to you, old man. Over the years, I've learned not to stress about the site changes. There may be some short-term chaos, but it'll all work out. Until they delete all your photos, like Photogeddon. All my first-class items, I do flat rate shipping. I think I have the generic standard mail, so I really don't need to change anything right now unless I delete that option. Then I'm screwed. Back when I first started on eBay, the whole site would go down on Saturdays for maintenance. Just gotta wait out there monkeying around with the programming. Oh, hi. You're sneaking around this side, huh? You like those beaver nuggets. So should we wait to do it now or wait? Should we do it now or wait?
I'm waiting. But I might not list any new stuff that needs first class until then.
There's no more music. I thought that playlist was longer than that. Tammy says my baby granddaughter wore a Buc-ees outfit for 4th of July.
Yeah.
Connor wore his Buc-ees shirt that
Size
Mimi
will fit
sent
him
us.
Next year, I think.
Huh?
I said
Oh.
size should fit him next year, I think. He's a little
Our
short.
boys are really small for their age. Which is weird because we were just looking at their birth announcements and stuff. Sai was 8 pounds. How many ounces?
2.
8 pounds, 2 ounces, which is a fairly big baby. Connor was 8 pounds, 6 ounces, but he was 2 weeks early.
No, it's just 8 pounds.
Was he just 8 pounds? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, you don't know that. You don't know. You're not sure. Kelly's waiting for the weekend. Everybody's waiting for the weekend. New stuff, you just choose ground advantage, easy peasy. So, do we have to change everything? Posh is not going to change, right? That's all priority.
Yeah.
Mercari.
They said they're staying the same this year.
Like they're going to just honor whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know how, because I think the post office is just going away with it, right? Doing away with it. So I don't know how they're keeping it the same, or if they're just using the money that the buyer pays and just separating it up however they have to and sending the label.
Lori said, one of mine was 9 pounds, 10 ounces. I feel like Connor would have been, he was 2 weeks early.
Probably 3 weeks early.
And at 2 weeks early, they were like, your baby has a massive head. Do you want a C-section? They said it nicer than that. They were basically like, we can induce. and you could, be in labor for the next 36 hours, and then might have to do an emergency C-section. Things could go smoothly, or we could just, have a C-section right now. We were like, okay.
By we, you mean me.
I helped to decide. I was like, look, babe, I don't want to be here all night. Can we just get this over
with? The baby
with?
will be here in less than 30 minutes. I was like, deal.
And then you basically got anesthesia. I said that wrong, didn't I?
I don't know.
Anesthetized. You got knocked out, basically. That was terrifying for me. That was like one of my most terrifying days. Everything went okay too. It was just like the day everything changed. She's basically knocked out, they're cutting him out.
How do we end up on these conversations?
I don't know. Beaver nuggets are good. Watching Cathy listing reminds me, do you have both shoe inserts on description? Those wire ones and invisible ones?
Oh, the wire ones are from Dalton. Dealing with Dalton.
The shoe tree thingies?
Yeah, these guys. He has some merch.
Those are his Dealing with Dalton shoe trees.
Yeah, just dealingwithdalton.com or something. Dealing with Dalton.
Still playing Zelda? Yeah, I got to play a little bit yesterday. It's been over a week that I haven't been able to play just because everything that's been going on. But when I have available time, I probably won't play tonight.
You can't. Our whole bed is full of laundry that we have to put away before we go to bed.
Well, I mean, I can play while you do it.
No.
My son was 6 pounds, 13 when he was born, 19 and a half inches. He's 25 now, 6'4", 215 pounds.
Wow.
Passed me in height at age 10. Connor's almost as tall as you. Yeah?
I don't know about that.
You're pretty short.
He's still like the shortest one in this class.
That don't mean he's not almost as tall as you.
I'm not that short. I'm like a normal sized person. Why can't I find these in this?
I could have looked, but I'm feeling lazy. Yeah, I don't think we have those linked. I don't think he has an affiliate link.
Dalton. Give me an affiliate and I will. I'm just kidding. I'll still share it. I'll share more if you give me the affiliate.
We're going to have a competing shoe tree come out. Mimi says, oh no, well, you can always sell the Buc-ees t-shirts if they don't wear them. I sold my pre-owned ones for like $20 each.
Oh, they'll wear them. Connor already wore his.
Yeah.
He actually was like, I'm going to wear my Buc-ees shirt today, right?
I used Ginger Marvin link on an old video for the feet inserts and got them already. Nice. Thank you so much for using our links.
Actually, didn't we look? We were looking at that today. I was like, I wonder how many people, if anyone, got those foot thingies. And didn't like 40 people got them? Not just like since we mentioned it the other day, but like since
40 in like the last month.
Because I mentioned it a few times. It's a really cool thing. I like them. We need to check for different sizes.
Shoe trees in the link. You're welcome, Dalton. If you guys do buy them, if there's any kind of shop notes, say Ginger Marvin sent us. See what he says.
He sent me some free ones.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna
Yeah.
be bugging him.
I'm a normal sized person. All my kids are taller than me except the youngest, but I'm super short. I think my mom is pretty short too. I'm the tallest one in my family at 5'10" and a half, 5'11".
Like you're gonna say half.
5'11", 5'10" and 3/4. Sandra.
Actually, Noah's the tallest one in your family.
No, I'm talking like my direct family, my mom, dad, and brothers and sisters. Hello from Bolivia. How's it over in Bolivia? We Bolivians are short and stubby. Well, hey, welcome to the show. The foot things were out of stock.
What?
Come on, Amazon.
We sold them all out.
You're cheating us out of 10s and 15s of cents.
Because we bought them all and we're going to put Ginger Marvin on them and then sell them for twice.
Ginger Marvin shoe models. I wanted to see if there were some larger ones. Foot. Looks like they're in stock right now. Yeah.
More sizes there.
I don't see any more sizes. We should do a video for the product.
We should do a video for every product we want to.
I'm saying there's like video
Oh,
like on Amazon.
that's not going to get people to come to our link and buy it.
Maybe. Six foot in shoe trees. My mom is 4'10" if she stretches really tall. Yeah, I don't even know how tall my mom is.
I mean, she's probably like a little bit less than me.
A little shorter than you. 5'3". There's a question on those. Can it be used to display ankle bracelets? Somebody answered, I'm sure it can. I used it as a laugh as a stocking stuffer on Christmas Day. Just put a fake foot in the stocking. I used to be 5'6.5", but I've shrunk to 5'3".
Who's that?
Christy.
Is Lori still here? I know she has like a smaller like shoe size. I'm curious how tall you are, Lori. Lori, are you coming?
She said she's really short.
She's coming to FlipCon, right?
Are you, Lori? I'm sure you've told us before.
I feel like she said she was. It's just always fun to see people in person.
She's 5'1". My mom and I are 5 foot, 5.5. My bro is 6'2". I have a nephew. So my older brother is like, I think he's like 5'9". He's like an inch shorter than me. But his son is like 6'2". So he's like the tallest of the Marvins right now. Towering in at 6'2". He just looks a lot taller because he's like a beanpole. He's like so skinny. I'm like, that's only like 2 inches taller than me.
Because you're just so short. That's like 4
Short
inches
and
taller
round.
than you.
Huh?
That's like 4 inches taller than you. 6'2".
Oh, yeah. It's only like 4 inches taller. I don't see any different sizes of those, though.
How could that be the only size?
Well, I mean, there's like different colors.
Or different brands?
There's black, there's pink, which they're calling flesh tone, and then there's like white, and then the clear. Try to search for some other ones. Brett, what's going on? And at center. My nephew was adopted, and he's 12 and already taller than both his parents. See, I have 4 adopted siblings, but they're all really short. My how tall do you think Josh is?
5'7".
5'7". My younger brother's like 5'7". Ooh, that looks too real. Should we do those?
I don't think I could do that.
Oh, look at that one. It says for display for jewelry, but
The bottom of the foot.
it looks like a scaly foot. These would be funny. Get like a skeleton foot to fill a shoe.
It is spooky season.
Spooky season. The shoes you're listing are a great color. Was it those purple ones? I think my feet were white, but I thought I had selected the clear. It doesn't matter. They will work fine. Oh, they sent you white ones? Oh, I wonder if these real looking feet are for tattoo practice or something. It's still creepy. Ugh. Ugh. We need to get some of those fake ones that have like the bone sticking out and like the blood, the fake blood for foot models. Those are actually collectible, aren't they? Like the vintage ones. Have cousins that are close to 7 feet tall. That's tall. Cathy, have you found you get greater sales with the first photo of shoes to the side or front on? You've always done to the side, right?
Pretty much, yeah, I think so.
You've never
I
tested
feel like
anything?
the front, you can't really see what the shoe looks like. I mean, if it's like a slide sandal or something, I might just do like top down. But I feel like the side view shows like pretty much how the whole shoe looks.
Tommy says, I forgot to mention when you all were talking about ThriftCon. That's Josh's right. Question mark. This is going to be the last year, I hear. So if you want to go this year. Of course, this is the rumor mill. I think that's correct. I mean, we've heard Josh. We've seen him post it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think it's a rumor. I think it's, I don't think they're selling it or anything either. I think it's just, they're just getting out of it.
There's lots of others, and I'm sure more will pop up.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely go. Make him regret not doing it again.
I don't think he will regret that. I can't imagine
Yeah.
putting on something like that.
I think it's a lot of work. I can't
I would
imagine
never
trying to
want
do
to
that
do
kind of
that.
stuff. Trying to coordinate, 50 different people to talk and all that kind of stuff. They probably should have hired some kind of event planner for it or something. Someone to manage it. But then I don't know how much that costs, and they probably would have sucked up a lot of the profit if there was even profit. I don't know. Video uploaded finally. I'm back to listening to Rural Squirrel. I just saw your video pop up on my screen. Make sure you guys go check out our video as soon as this one's over. Kristen, you going to FlipCon again this year? That's where the whole Let's Do Lunch kind of came to be, didn't it? The Let's Do Lunch podcast. See you at the remix. Lori says, I would love to go, but these ninjas of mine keep qualifying for more events that would require me to use my eBay money.
It looks so cool, though, every time I watch the videos and your stories. I really think I would love to do ninja stuff.
Yeah, we went to our little ninja course for a birthday, and they have this thing where you just jump off on like a inflatable landing pad. I don't know what you'd call it, but Sai was up there just jumping off, doing flips and stuff. Reggie, what's going on? Hey guys, congrats on the new house. Thanks. Thank you. Kristen, when are you and Angie coming to Texas? I'd love for our group to have a meetup so we can welcome you. That sounds like fun. How hot is it in Texas right now? Are you guys getting a heat wave?
Someone post Arizona temps. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying.
I saw a weather report today that said that we had a chance of getting tennis ball sized hail today. I'll tell you, that's the one thing I hate about Colorado weather is hail. It's bad. Yesterday, some parts of the Springs got golf ball size hail. Hail and tornadoes possible. I hate the hail. We'll be in the low 100s now, but the humidity hasn't been horrible yet. The low 100s. Oof. Hope you got your cars in the garage. Hashtag hail no.
Yeah, we finally can at the new house.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we probably could. I don't like how both of ours are fitting in the... Because we wanted to use two of the car garages for other things, but I don't like how close your car comes to mine when we both park in there.
I probably won't park my truck in there regularly. Yeah. But if it's hailing, we'll shove them in there real quick. It was 90 in my neck of the woods, and the humidity was terrible. Yuck. Over 100, 105 to 107, but today was great. Even had rain. It's almost 9 here and still 75. Not normal for the Pacific Northwest. Let's see, what is it here right now? Today wasn't too bad. It was actually a pretty cool day. 61 right now. But we have a tornado watch in northern El Paso. We have 40% chance of rain until 2 a.m. Tornado watch, severe significant threat to life or property from 9/13 July 6th until 1 a.m. July 7th. Tornado watch remains valid until 1 a.m. It says in Colorado Springs, but it doesn't seem like it'll be tornadoes. Tommy, you've had a heat wave lately, right? So tired of the rain? I know. Kristen's panicking now about the weather. Checks the weather app.
Come on.
Hit 115 today.
Wow.
Yikes.
That's what Arizona temps were like. Is that Arizona?
Are you in Arizona, Joy? Over here it's been in the hundreds, but sometimes we get rain every few days, so that's good for the land. It's good for the land. It's been atypical for sure. Was dying yesterday. She's in Georgia. Where are you? That Georgia humidity. I feel like Georgia, so like, you know, I'm not quite as ginger as Cathy, but I'm fairly light skinned and the sun is like my enemy. I'm pretty sure when I was a kid, Georgia was the only place that, being out in the sun for too long, I got blisters on the top of my ears. And that has never happened, even like here in Colorado or California. But man, playing out in Georgia, it was just like my ears were like blisters. Yeah, Joy's in Phoenix. So, eesh. You out of the hail risk? Must be far enough north. Yeah, I don't know when it. The report that I was seeing said Denver was going to get a bunch of hail, but I think that has come and gone. I don't think it was too bad today. I'm okay with the hot, humid of Southwest Florida. Just praying no huge hurricane this year. Yeah, that's what scares me about Florida is hurricanes. Annette says, hey, congratulations on your new house. Thank you. Mimi says my husband's ears are blistered now. He sells, oh my gosh. He sells cars on the lot.
I don't care what the date is, and then I keep getting away.
Huh?
Nothing. I was seeing if that was over a month since I sold that. But I kept forgetting to look at the date.
Clear water. It's a dry heat. It's a dry heat. The dry heat that sucks all the moisture out of your skin. Got stuck in a hailstorm in Wyoming last weekend, and our camper was nuts. I just enrolled in List Perfectly. I was able to transfer all my listings on eBay, but how do you know how to include Posh? So did you have all your listings on eBay and you're trying to put them on Posh? What you could just go straight from eBay to Posh if that's the case, but I would kind of recommend going from eBay to List Perfectly, kind of like how Cathy has all of her listings on List Perfectly right here, and then from List Perfectly over to Posh. Chris, would you be able to help me with my spreadsheet, please? What's going on with it?
Do I want to accept
Offer?
$45 on a $100 listing that's been listed for a long time and it's a chore coat? So it's like a big item. Let me see what I bought it for. I definitely think it's worth at least 60, probably closer to 80. But it's also a Posh offer, which means I don't have to think about the shipping. But I just get offended right away when people offer less than half off. It just seems like instantly rude. Looks like I paid $8.99. So it's 30. I make 36 minus 9. That's good enough. You think that's good enough? $25, 20-something profit.
Yeah,
Deal.
if it's good enough for you.
Sold. We're doing a what sold tomorrow, so the more sales, the better.
So Reggie says, I've entered all my solds on the inventory tab. It is tracking on the monthly and sold tabs, but it's not syncing with the daily sold totals tab. The item sold is not tracking at all the sales. So the thing with the daily totals, and I mentioned this in the how-to video, but for this thing to work, you have to manually update the range, which is a bummer. But if you're on your daily totals tab, kind of hover over your thing, you'll see a little pencil, and it says edit on the bottom left corner. I'm doing it along with you here. Let me try to get out of here. So if you hover over your graph or your little chart, press the green edit button, and then if you, on the top part of the thing that pops up, it'll say like inventory exclamation A1 semicolon AF something. Delete the two numbers on that, or delete the numbers after AF, and then press enter, and that's going to update with the most recent addition to your spreadsheet. So in our case, it updated with 3,941, and it filled out all of the information on the chart. Let me know if that works for you. I think it should. But yeah, you just have to do that manual update. It doesn't update itself as you add new data, and I couldn't figure out a way to do that. But then once it's there, you can kind of look at all your numbers that way. Let's see. If you've already have your listings on Posh and eBay, you can't merge them together. If you want them synced, you'll have to enter the Posh item number to your List Perfectly. Did I miss? You have to enter the Posh number to your List Perfectly listing through the Express editor. Let's see. So on the List Perfectly, I want to say eBay, Posh, Mercari. So when it sells, I can end the other sites. Don't know if I'm explaining. Yeah. So how many listings do you have? Is it like a few hundred, or is it a few thousand? Christy says, midnight, time to turn in to a pumpkin. Night all.
Night, night.
Good night, pumpkin Christy. Counter. Oh, you accepted it though.
Oh. If it was like wintertime, I probably would have countered.
Moving over your inventory, it's like a 250. So, and you've copied them into List Perfectly? Or where did you copy them to? Are they on List Perfectly? Have you already cross-post to the other platforms? Okay. So basically what Tommy is saying is probably what you're going to have to do. Let me get on here so I can guide you through it real quick. So if it's not showing like how Cathy's is, where it's synced up and it shows the one listing for eBay and Poshmark, and then if she has it listed on Mercari, it shows there. If you have them on those platforms, but it's not showing that, it's going to be a pretty grueling process of syncing that all up. You can do it. Let's see, my listings. So if you're on your list perfectly, that worked. Cool, Reggie. Glad it worked. Yeah, I know it's a pain in the butt. You just have to update that range and it should work from now on. You'll have to do that every time you add more stuff. So Annette, if you go into your list perfectly and if you're on your listings page and you hover up on the very top, it says listings, and then the options are add listing, my listings, add templates. If you go to the very bottom, it says Express Editor and CSV download. If you click on that,
Are you all right?
I feel like I got something. Whoa. Reggie with a $10 super chat. That was unnecessary. Thank you.
Thank you.
10 big ones. Man, appreciate it. All right, that took a while for mine to load. The Express Editor. So here it'll show you the Annette. It'll show you each of your listings, and it shows you 1 through like 100. So you have 100 on each page. And there's a button on the right, and it says Enable Inline Edit. So basically what you're going to want to do is go on your Poshmark and have this open in a different tab. And correct me if I'm wrong, Tommy, if you know a better way of doing this. But if you can have... I see the lemons. If you have
for $4.
if you have multiple monitors, it's going to be a lot easier to do it. But basically have one window open with your inline editor, and then the other window open with your Poshmark or whatever, Mercari, whatever you're trying to copy over. And then you have to manually go to that listing. And it gets better. This is only because you're kind of in this weird in-between state. Once you're listing from List Perfectly, this does not become an issue. You kind of have to manually sync them. And it may not even be worth it. If you know, for whenever one of these sells, you might just want to go manually delist it. So if you go to Poshmark on another window... I guess I don't have your login information on this computer. When you have Can you go to a Poshmark listing on yours?
Nope.
Just any of them?
What do you mean, like from List Perfectly?
Yeah, just any.
Like click one?
If you know where the number is, go back to it.
Like inside of
No, you go back to it.
This.
Yeah. So you see what this number that Cathy's highlighting? If you highlight and copy so if we were trying to make sure this synced up with the Timberland listing, you go into there and you find that line on your Express editor. Is it Express editor? Yeah. And you copy that number from the hyperlink and you paste it into. I wish I could share.
You wanted to put on your screen?
I don't know if I could share my screen easily. Here. Hello.
I'm just sending some offers.
So if we go. Open up a new tab. So if you go here and you go to your Express editor from the listings page, might take a minute to load on this side. And you'll see here this enable inline edit right here. If you enable that, and so Cathy copied those Timberland shoes, or she went to those Timberland shoes. Where are they?
Well, they're like on
Right
page
here.
15. No, I'll know, but it's okay.
This is them though, right?
No,
No? Oh.
it's not, but it's on page 15. You'd have to scroll forever. I'm on page 15 because I'm cross-posting to Mercari, and I've been a while
Okay.
since I done that.
Well, luckily it shows 100. So let's just pretend it's one of these. I'm not going to do any changes, but let's pretend it's these Timberlands up here or whatever. Okay. So you see this number here. You will not have anything there. But you would basically come and copy this number, the very last part, not the hyphen. So you'll notice it's toddler, and this is hyphen 10. That's the size, toddler 10. But just the very last number before the hyphen, and you just copy that, and then you paste that into here, press update. And that will give you the Poshmark link here. And then when you click on that link, it will bring you to that Poshmark listing. Does that make sense? So you have to do that for each one. So, if you're coming here and you go to my closet, you could just go down the line and then find it in your Express editor, or go the other way, whatever it is to find and match the two. It's a process. It's a pain in the butt. But if you do everything from List Perfectly from here on out, and you cross list from List Perfectly, it will automatically update that. You don't have to worry about it. And so if you ever hear us talk about like doing something will desync your listings, it's basically making that clickable link in List Perfectly no longer go to your listing. So like sometimes Cathy will delist and relist using Posher VA, and anytime she does that, it will not sync with the store. So if she goes to delist from List Perfectly, it's not going to pull up the listing. Does that make sense? So before List Perfectly, they were on Posh and eBay. I want them to show up as if they're on Posh and eBay on List Perfectly. So yeah, that's basically what you'd have to do. Now, if you imported them from eBay to List Perfectly, you should have the eBay link there. It should have synced that. Right?
Like if you were just
Like if you copy from eBay to List Perfectly, it should have the eBay link on your List Perfectly catalog.
Yeah.
And then you just have to update your Poshmark link, not the eBay link.
But they cross-posted from eBay to Posh.
But if you
without putting
cross-post
it-
from eBay to Posh without going to List Perfectly first,
then you can't do
it won't copy that over.
Then they can't go straight from Posh to List Perfectly, but it would make 2 separate listings, right? It wouldn't.
There wouldn't be any way to go from List Perfectly. You want to copy your listing. If you want them to show up on here where it says eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, you have to have a listing in List Perfectly. If you go directly from eBay to Poshmark, you will never have a listing on List Perfectly.
But then can you do from Poshmark, put it into List Perfectly? The same way you did
You could.
eBay.
Yeah, you can go from any platform to List Perfectly.
But
It's
then
basically
does it have
cross-posting.
2 listings of the same item separately. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I get that. Yeah. That could be confusing, but
it wouldn't put it on the same one. It wouldn't recognize that it's the same item on 2 platforms,
so
right? That's what I'm
right. You'd have to manually click, but you would be able to essentially search if it's the same title.
Yeah.
And
like,
you
if you're
sold
trying
something,
to
and you can go to your
delist,
List Perfectly. So what Cathy's talking about is how you copied your eBay into List Perfectly. You could also essentially copy your Poshmark into List Perfectly, but it will be 2 different items on List Perfectly, right? So you would just have to, if you sold like a pair of Timberland and you searched your List Perfectly catalog, you would have 2 there. You would just have to delist both of them that way. Either way, it's like either way is going to be a pain in the butt until it's all synced up. Luckily, 250 is not too bad. I bet you could probably knock it out pretty quick. You'd get in a good rhythm. Yes, it duplicates of your listings if you want to do that, with Cathy was just talking about. Yeah, so you'll have duplicate listings on List Perfectly. Man, I wonder if they don't have a merge. That would be a nice feature. That would be a nice feature. And you know what? I wonder, because you could download the CSV. There might be a way you could do that. If you copy everything from Poshmark and eBay into List Perfectly and you have duplicates, you could download the CSV, which is basically you could edit it in a spreadsheet like Google Sheets. Then you could do some like formula magic and like merge them through Excel or Google Sheets. And then maybe you can easily update it that way. Do they accept? Can you edit with CSV?
I don't even know what CSV is.
It means comma separated variables or something.
I never will need to know that unless you die. Don't die.
So a CSV is basically a spreadsheet in a text form. It's like,
Aw, you got off the page I was on. Or did you? No, you didn't.
I did not.
Good job, thanks.
Yeah, it would be confusing unless you kind of knew what you're doing. I'd have to mess around with that. Because if you can upload a CSV to List Perfectly to make changes, that would be nice. Or if you could just kind of do all the work, because it would have the inventory numbers, and then all you'd have to do is copy each line from your edited spreadsheet into your Express editor. I bet that'd be a good video if I had the time to do that. You understand what I'm saying, Tommy? Comma separated values. Yeah, not variables. Values. What were you thinking?
Me?
I'm
I
just
wasn't thinking anything.
joking.
I can make up what I think.
So do you understand what I'm saying? So if you have, because with spreadsheets, you could figure out duplicates pretty easily, using formulas and stuff. And then if you could basically merge them in a spreadsheet, and then you had the ability to just copy line by line into your Express editor. That'd be kind of cool. It'd be really cool if you could just upload the CSV. Which I bet they would be able to do it, but they might have to do it themselves. And by you could do that, he means he could do that. Some of us aren't good at that stuff. That's why a video. Did I miss your question? Oh, here we go. Have you ever listed and sold any suitcases? If so, how did you ship it? We've sold like duffel bags, but they fold up
not
small.
Really. Like I sold this polo. Sold like this, but yeah, it folded.
Yeah.
I've never sold like a hard type of suitcase.
Have we sold a briefcase?
I mean, it was kind of soft.
Dana, we basically stay away from things that we don't want to ship. So like, I feel like that would be one of those things where we'd be like, you know, I don't want to deal with figuring out how to ship this. Sorry, I missed that question though. Cathy, best pair of shoes you have ever sold. Go.
Oh man. I don't know.
Too slow.
Was the ones from, well, we haven't put that video out. Would that have been the best? No. I don't know.
What about?
I mean, have I sold any over 200? I don't think so. Oh wait, those, yeah, the Freebirds sold for over 200.
Freebirds?
The booties sold for 205. Didn't I recently sell a $200 pair? Oh, the Chloe sandals.
Chloe sandals?
Yeah, this was probably the highest shoe sale I've had. And then the
236?
And then the Freebird booties for 205. So.
Here we go. Joy says, I sold a suitcase and just found a box it would fit in. Shipping is expensive, so make sure you measure and weigh it correctly. Yeah, I feel like if it's something that's worth shipping, I mean, we've sold big stuff before, so I guess it just depends on the size of the suitcase.
I mean, at least they're pretty, usually like rectangle or something.
I doubt they would appreciate it if you just put a shipping label right on the side of the suitcase. It's like one of those hard Samsonites or something. Multiple monitors or side-by-side windows. Yeah, that would make it definitely easier. Found a Lauren by Ralph Lauren 25 monogram suitcase at Goodwill today for $5, so I bought it.
Nice.
25-inch. Hoping I'm able to sell it for a decent amount and not sit on it too long. And that says, thank you so much for all your help. I'm terrible at computers, but I really like List Perfectly. We actually missed you guys at their party.
I know.
We were hoping you would be there so we could meet you. Annette, sorry. We actually really wish we could have gone. They did invite us. They asked Cathy to speak.
That's why I really didn't go.
That's where, no. Like,
I was
just
terrified and frightened to do that, but I was thinking about it.
our kids are they're at that age where, you know, they need adult supervision. They're 7 and 8, 7 and 9. And we just don't have, you know, the resources for kid care. And we asked, we were like, can we bring our kids? Can we bring them? They were like, well, the hotel's kid friendly, but and we, you know, that would have been
Super awkward.
you know, the kids would have just been like, what's going on? Would make a great video. I'm with your wife. I don't know what any of this means. Ask Cathy if we could clone you because you're great with computers. I think the CSV file is just basically like the Express editor. You'll have to copy and paste everything to either, yeah. I wonder if I can knock that kind of video out quick.
Still need to.
I know. I've got so many videos I need to just knock out quick.
I really want you to knock out the storage, the inventory, because you like pretty much already wrote it all out and even started, and now you have to restart. And you should. That's a big video.
I know.
And everyone asked about it every single day.
You just sold an elephant?
Yes.
Kelly didn't get to attend the LP party, but heard they announced a new delisting feature coming out to auto delist after sales. They announced that?
Oh. You need to call them.
Why didn't they tell us?
We should get in.
What did they say when?
Find out, and then also ask if they could do whatever you were just talking about.
I haven't really been on their Facebook page in a while. Still haven't listed that surgical light because I don't want to ship it. Yeah, those are the things for us that get in the death pile. The things that we're like, man, how are we gonna ship that? If it doesn't fit in a free USPS box. Speaking of bests, I sold a leather jacket for $950.
Jeez.
Best sale ever. If only I could find those monthly or weekly. No joke. That's awesome, Tommy.
My best sale is only what, $385 that sweater, so I've never sold any super high price stuff.
List perfectly. Also adding limited access if you have employees. Oh, that'll be nice for VAs and stuff.
I keep considering it, but
A VA?
I don't know. I'm a control freak. I like
We
things
should try.
my own way.
We should do like a video series where we do a month. Where we have a month of somebody photographing and we have a month.
Yeah, but not this year, because I'm not gonna hit my goal, but I'm gonna try hard still.
But like just to see what are the issues that come up with, you know, is somebody actually going to be able to photograph all your listings for a month?
Yeah, I don't know, how are they gonna photograph
or draft your stuff for a month? Was so stoked. That'd be cool. I think it'd be a cool thing. That'd be something I should do, like for my
what
side
VA?
stuff. No, like a case study almost. Like how much more did we get done because we were able to do this? Was it worth it?
Right.
What are the
But you got to get enough more done
wrenches
to pay that person and also
right?
pay yourself.
Did we make enough to pay that person?
So you basically have to do double. At least, probably.
Well, I mean, for me, it would be about the content.
Yeah, I know. But for me, I'd have to make double.
Yeah.
Which I think it probably
Like-
could, because I could source better things. Because right now I'm like, okay, I have to list it all and do it all. Then I'm just going to get whatever shoes I find versus, okay, if it doesn't sell for $50, I'm not going to get it.
Yeah. Right. How much involvement did it take? Where were the bottlenecks? You know, was it hard to find enough inventory to supply a photographer / whatever? I just think that because that's what a lot of people want to do, right? I think the majority of resellers, if they had if they had a perfect setup, it would be they get to source,
Yeah.
and then somebody else just photographs
Honestly,
it,
with
drafts
us
it.
having content, I could be better at making videos on my own sourcing.
Yeah.
So I know we have a good, like, it could work out for us.
Yeah.
I'm too scared.
Right, but I'm thinking if YouTube wasn't a thing,
If YouTube wasn't.
right, for
But
like,
still.
would it be worth it for somebody? Which I know there's people that make livings that way, right? But I also know a lot of people are afraid to do that because we are.
I mean, I just think it's cool that I pick all these things out and some random person on the internet buys them. Like, that makes me feel good.
I think my best shoe sale was the gold teaks that sold for $125. Either those or the Aldens. They sold for over
I
$100.
haven't found those yet.
Don't remember exactly. And that's where cowboy boots for $200 Tacovas sold in hours.
Nice.
That sounds
haven't
awesome.
found those yet either.
It's like one of those once in a lifetime finds. Now back to my regularly scheduled Torrid shirts for $24.99. Hey,
That's what
bread
pays
and
the
butter,
bills.
bread and butter. You can get that Wagyu beef every once in a while. I've never had Wagyu beef, but is it good? You can build a box out of cardboard, cut it down to fit. See, and that's why those things end up in our death pile, because it's like, you know, Cathy could basically ship 20 pairs of shoes by herself in 30 minutes, but if we have to build a box and weigh it and do all that, that's basically 30 minutes for that one item. Not saying it's not worth it, but it just makes it harder for us to want to do that kind of stuff. The light was free, so I'm also less motivated to list since there's no money sitting there. Hey, it's just appreciating in value, right? I took a chance on a guitar foot pedal today at an auction. They comp pretty high on eBay. Is it like an old vintage grunge pedal? Philly Flipper, what's going on? Hey, legends, and Chris.
Hey, Paul.
What's up, Paul?
You're up late.
What are you doing up this late? Says Oral Squirrel. I guess Reese's camera died. He is. Just finished recording a podcast.
Awesome.
Best shoe sale was Splay, sold in less than an hour.
Never heard of that.
Splay. Never.
Oops, I
Excuse
made
me.
my
Never
list.
heard of that either. Let's check eBay for the Splay. Splay shoes. We sell play shoes.
I have to redo these.
Why?
I just messed everything up.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Sort highest to lowest.
What am I doing? What one item is selected? Wait a minute.
You messing
Where
up.
did these come from?
Uh-oh. Splay. Okay. Never seen or heard of them. Neat. Ah! My light. Like a barefoot. Who's on the flip side this time, Flipper? That's not helping the lady who needs to ship a piece of luggage. Well, I think she needs to sell it first. Right? It hasn't sold yet, has it? So, yeah, I guess make a box as small as you can, as, you know, if you got to add in packaging or, you know, padding and stuff. Make sure you have that accounted for, weigh it, and then you can kind of do an eBay shipping calculator. So like we live in Colorado, we'll kind of estimate how much it costs to ship to like Maine or Florida, ouch, or Florida. I just punched the wall. Or like California, like Alaska. You can omit Alaska and Hawaii from listings. So you may want to do that on there so that you don't accidentally ship it to Hawaii and like have to charge double or have to pay double. Or use calculated shipping. But we would basically, in that case, we try to do like a flat rate. If there's comps with, that include shipping, we try to be similar in their range. They figure that all out for you on eBay. See, I feel like with calculated, like this kind of thing is one of the things where it could be very wrong. I feel like, is that anytime we've ever had calculated shipping be a way wrong answer, a way wrong price, it was something that was big.
Yeah, you like input the wrong dimension.
If you input the wrong dimension, we don't use calculated shipping. It might be the best thing to do. And again, like this is why we avoid shipping that kind of stuff, because it just takes too much brain power. Thrift Beast from Canada was on the podcast. Nice. Lori's loving the podcast. A good listen while working. Sweet. She can plan. Yeah, plan. Are there any comps for it? What are they charging for shipping? Chris, dude, know how to ship something before listing it, not sell it, then scramble. I know. Did I say list it? List
I'm
it?
excited for you to have your own store.
Why? So you could see me fail?
No. I could see you win.
Did I say list it before you know how much it's going to cost to ship? If I did not mean to say that. Kristen says, now that you've talked to eBay at the Colorado meetup, have you adjusted the way you promote your listings?
No.
No. What about you?
I don't feel like I learned anything that made me want to do any of those promotions. In fact, it made me be like, what's the point of this at all?
We got a cool cup.
Yeah, we got two. I got one too. And a cool little journal.
Cool journal.
And free food. So it was a fun time. And our kids got watched by grandma. And I got to meet Savannah.
I don't think I said go sell it before you ship it or know how much it's going to cost. I think I specifically said estimate how much it would cost. Like we live in Colorado, see how much it's going to cost to ship to Florida, Hawaii, Maine. And, you could do a calculator like that before you list it. I also said that's a lot of work to do, which is why we don't do it. Which is why we just would put that off in our death pile. No, I think the advanced promoted listings, that's just, I could see it being useful for people that are selling a lot of multi-quantity listings,
competition stuff,
super high. Even that, I don't know if it's super high competition. I don't know. I just feel if you have something that has a lot of traffic and you're paying per click and there's a lot of competition and a lot of people are clicking on your link and everybody else's link, I don't know. I know you can like put limits on how much you want to spend on that, but that's just not the way we like to do stuff, huh? Anybody out here using the advanced promoted listing, the pay-per-click listing? I was thinking of UPS or FedEx or simple ground service of any kind. No, doesn't Chris figure it out by next week and update us? What doesn't? Simona says, hey, good morning from Germany. Nice that you're still alive. Congrats for purchasing the new house, Cathy and Chris. Thank you so much. Good morning. Just sold a two-way security system panel that weighs like 40 pounds. UPS can go on and enter the exact date, the exact data, and they give you the price. I guess I said that. I don't know. I don't think I said list it. I'm going to have to watch the playback. I'm going to have to watch the playback.
I wasn't listening.
My plan for tomorrow is to contact shippers, then to get a guide of how much it will cost and how to send it. Thanks for your help, everyone. Calculated rates on pirate ship is so easy. Just plug in a zip code and weight and size.
I keep clicking them too many times.
Yeah, check out pirate ship. Calculated listings are simple. You just enter the size of the package, the weight. Cathy knows those things for every on her listings off the top of her head.
I have my spreadsheet on this screen, so like if I can't remember, I'm just like typing in the title to figure out how much it weighs. That's the stinky thing about doing Mercari like later on, because I'll forget. But if I'm just doing it right when I list to Posh and eBay, then I have it fresh in my mind. So it is taking a little bit longer to cross post than if I did it right away.
So when you've used calculated shipping, why do you think it was so off?
It just charges them the retail rate, and I didn't know that you could do that thing where you can charge them what you actually pay. Because if I knew that, I would do that. So we should figure that out, and I'll do it to all of them.
Yeah. How long has it been since you've done calculated?
A while.
Yeah.
Years.
Paul says, I've never understood the idea of paying for something without a guaranteed sale. I think she got it for like $5. So
What?
this suitcase, right?
No, I think he's talking about the promoted listings, advance or whatever.
Oh,
I think that's what he's talking about.
I guess that makes more sense. Oh, yes. That's what everybody did here too. Yeah, I feel like, so my brother used to have a business where he did Google AdWords, which is Google's pay-per-click, which his business was designed to use that. So he basically paid for every click, but if he didn't pay for any click, nobody would ever see his product. So it was like required. You know, we have the organic searchability of eBay that people are actually searching for our stuff anyway. You just have to, his was self-branded kind of stuff. So in that case, it worked for him because he had like 5 SKUs, and he would pay-per-click on the one SKU and sell 40 of them a day on the one item, multi-quantity. It's just not like that for us. And even like some of the examples that they were giving, it's weird because I just feel like it's not for resellers.
Right, which everyone that was there
One-off
was just like a
resellers,
normal,
yeah.
I don't think anybody had a big bunch of employees or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Like, it seemed like every example that they had was not a great example. It was not compelling enough.
And you think that's probably their best example too?
I mean, yeah.
They're telling it.
It's fairly new, right? It just came out like within the last year.
I think so.
So, I think it would work for some people. I guess the selling point is with promoted listings like the standard, it's only putting you in the top of the search. With the advanced, they say it puts your listings in like over 100 different spots on the site. I don't know what those 100 spots are. I don't know how there's 100, but
I also feel like Savannah learned that just like filling in all the item specifics is even more important than like any sort of promoting, which I don't really do many of those, so
yeah.
Something I can improve on.
Then eBay charges the customer the right amount. You did nothing but enter the numbers you've already have in the dimensions and weight. Paid $5. Tommy says, "Oh, I know I'd go broke in 2 days. Normal promoting is just fine for me." Yeah, I think Paul was referring to the paying eBay's crazy promoted rates. Yeah. I made the same mistake. eBay refunds me if I overpay. I go back and forth with cross-posting right away or waiting. It's easy to do right then, but I do sell a lot more on eBay, and it would be nice to wait a week before cross-posting.
Yeah, I mean, like, you've seen all these ones I've been deleting, so, like, I didn't ever have to cross-post them. But if I would have did it right away, the time is probably the same now that I'm having to go back and think about how much it weighed, so. But then you have to think about remembering to delist them all, and I don't know.
You think the kids are still awake?
Yeah. I'm sure they're still awake. But hey,
Pockets and stitches.
Cross-posted.
I opted in for 1 week and paid eBay more than I made. A big no.
I know, that was like one of the examples was like this guy paid $200 or $100 in fees and he made $200 in sales or something.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not compelling at all. And that wasn't like including their cost of goods or
It just seemed like there was too much involvement. Like you have to like manage like how much you want to pay per day. One thing I did learn was I didn't realize that promoted standard had dynamic rates, which I wanted to look into more. So you could change whatever your promoted rate is based on the time of day. I don't remember exactly. Let me look that up real quick. And another thing I wanted to look into was the promoted advanced has keywords, and I wanted to look and see if there was a way to take advantage of like extrapolating the keywords that they're using to do their pay-per-click without having to pay for it, and then using those in an organic way on your listing and to help it out. Like just, putting keywords in your descriptions and titles and stuff. Let me go to help and contact. I wanted to look into that a little bit more. Promoted. What? Wants me to prove I'm a human? To search? You guys notice how these captchas nowadays are all AI generated images? And they're like not good ones. Like they're it's like prove you're a human by showing us what's real. None of it's real. What was I looking up? See, now I forgot what I was gonna do. Promoted.
Oh no, but I'm hungry again.
You want some
Not for espresso beans.
Buc-ee nuggets?
I want the rest of my pizza.
Thanks again, Mimi.
I don't love caramel.
I don't know if they're caramel though.
I mean, it feels like there's a caramel flavor.
Yeah, it's almost like a caramel popcorn.
Well, I like caramel macchiatos, but I don't like.
If I'm going to move up to 50% fees and expenses, I would rather just have my own website. That's where it would come in handy. Because you could essentially compete with eBay on Google using pay-per-click ads. And like if we wanted to have a used shoe sale or store on a website, we could pay-per-click for buying used shoes online on a Google search, and we could beat out eBay. If you know, that's the same essential way of marketing. Does it have to be promoted listings standard? Oh. So the simple, bulk, or automated. Excuse me.
I'm gonna drink some water for you.
So you could dynamic ad rate. So you could choose your ad rate strategy. Automated suggests ad rates are applied to all listings by default. Suggested ad rates help you find the optimal balance between performance and cost. So you can set a maximum percentage of sale you're willing to spend on ad fees. Your ad rate will not exceed your selection, and you can do a dynamic, which will match eBay's daily suggestion. You may modify it by changing a percentage above or below daily suggested ad rates if you're willing to pay. So is it all based on the dynamic rate is based on what eBay suggests? See, I thought you could do like, oh, in the middle of the night, I want to do 5%, and then the middle of the day, I want to do 3%. But it seems like it's all based on eBay's suggested rate for the specific item. And you could just do, I want to do 2% below that or above that. Interesting. Dynamic auto changes to eBay suggest. Thanks, Tommy. I'm always like a minute late, which can be as high as 14%. Add in a 20% sale ad fees. At 13%, it gets pricey. Whirl squirrels out.
Night, Kristen.
Good night, Kristen.
When are we gonna?
We should be out too.
We're
It's
like an
11
extra
o'clock.
hour
Holy
already.
cow.
How many did I get cost posted? feel good about it. I did something.
Their suggested rates are super high, 11 to 15. So can you do like, I want to do 10% below eBay's. Yeah. So negative 10%. So if it goes up to 15%, you could be at 5%. Is that worth it? If it's at 11%, you could be at 1%.
If I counted right, I did 68. This will be 69.
Nice. How many people we still got? 58. A lot of people have gone to bed. They're like 3 hours.
I need to go to bed.
Yeah, we do.
We still have a whole bed of laundry before we can even go to bed.
All right, how many more you got to do?
I can just finish this and be done.
Let's finish this one. We'll call it a night. Lost track of time. Holy cow. The music playlist has played through twice. That's a first for us. I guess it's about an hour and a half long.
Hey, if I don't wake up to a Mercari sale, I quit. Okay. Goodbye.
Mandy's still here. Kelly's still here going to bed. Yeah, we're going to head out and go to bed too, guys. Man, next time I'll have a haircut.
But not by the next two videos that they see at least.
You don't know what suggested
You're
it
putting
is.
a video up tomorrow, right?
Yeah, there should be a video up tomorrow. And probably the next day, Saturday. So you don't know what suggested is going to be. So if you did negative 3%, it could be 12 or 5% depending on the category. Also, you could put a cap on the limit too. Okay. So if you did like a negative 3 and it was 12, you could be like, just cap it at 8. So it can't go above 8. Anyway, thank you everybody for stuck it out. All 58 of you. Thank you so much. We appreciate you very much. Thanks for all the great wishes on the new house. Thanks again, Mimi, for the great snacks. Been munching them all night. Is there anything else?
I don't think so.
Don't think so. Ben says take care. Good night, Ben. Have you beat Zelda yet? Tears of the Kingdom? You probably beat it 3 times. 7 a.m. over here. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Simona. Good night, everyone. Be well. We'll be getting those points figured out soon. Tommy's at 2,500. Everybody's checking their points on the way out. No, got 3 of the sages. I've got 3 of them too. I gotta go get the Gerudo one. About 75% of the rest of the kids. Such a big game. Good night, everybody. Hey, Mimi's still here. Thanks again. Good night.
Thanks, Mimi. Bye, friends.
We appreciate you so much, and we'll see you guys next time. 2 more videos coming out this week, so we'll see you guys there too.
Bye.
Bye.